All right, wholesome one. The corners. How have they done from game 1 to game 8?
Regressed. Again, last year, one of our worst positions was corner offensive line. This year, worst positions, corner offensive line. Arguably, you could say QB. I mean, anything with Tate Martell in it, it's bad. So now that he's no longer a part of it, those are my praise hands. He's gone, so that's always amazing. But yeah, man, it's bad. Ja'Cory Couch is the only reason why I wouldn't give him a flat out F. It's bad, Mark, and it's sad. That goes way back to Coach Mark Richt and his lack of bringing in a corner, feeling too good. He really put this team in a bad situation numbers wise. He was very disrespectful to wide receivers and corners. He felt like they weren't good enough and they go off to the SEC and do things. This man, okay, Coach Mark Richt literally said that Elijah Moore was not good enough to play at Miami. And he's carving stuff up in the SEC. This is the type of stuff you have to be able to, man, I tell you, one of the biggest things with getting into this profession is you understand that there has to be a sense of foresight. You got to be able to see something in a young man and see what you can help them to become. And if you don't have coaches on your roster that can do that, it's a big problem. That's a big problem. And whether it's at Miami, whether that's at Youngstown State, whether that's at Minnesota State Technical Institution, if you can see a young man, his effort, his abilities, and be able to say, you know what? I think if we add him to our team, he can do this for us. He can do this for us. But you know what's even more important? What we can do for him and making him better and identifying what he does good and bad and work on the bad and maximize the good and help him progress, not only as a player, but as a person. And to know that Coach Mark Richt refused to do that with a couple of players, it hurts. And at corner and wide receiver were the two positions that he just threw his hands up. He ain't a Miami receiver. He ain't a Miami corner. And now, years down the line, it's really affected us with numbers. And it's bad. It's bad.
And we'll finish off wholesome one with the safety position in 2020.
Regressed. First half of the season, I would have said safety is top tier. I would have said Bubba Bolden's an All-American. I would have said he single-handedly, he was holding it big time because Amari Carter, Gervin Hall has a disappearing act. I don't know what happened to him. I was pretty excited about him and his progression. I thought he would have been a really nice combination, a combo safety, free or strong. He can hit, he can cover, he can open field tackle. And you know what, Mark? I don't know what's going on with him. Sometimes it can be a personal thing. You never know if someone just had a new baby or, a family issue. But it just seems like this young man, it's just not all there. And I don't know. Maybe he just hasn't been in the good situations. I mean, that latter half of last year, he was the one at safety that gave us the reason to be excited. And then now it's not there. I mean, everybody and their mom knows that 5 needs to be a linebacker, okay, except for him. He just thinks he's a safety, and it just doesn't. It's not going to work out well for him back there. So safety is just really bad. Safety, the latter half of it, with Keyshawn Washington and Avonte Williams and Jalen Harrell and Brian Balaam, all 4-star recruits, all very athletic and young and tenacious safeties. Some former corners, so you're bringing that athleticism to safety too. I think it's great in the great hands of the future at safety, especially when you add Cameron Kitchens to that and the great James Williams to that, who I also think is a future striker linebacker. But whatever, we'll see what happens. Okay, the next 4 or 5 is really good. But that top 3, those who are contributing right now and playing, regressed ultimately.